The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Here are the top stories of the hour. The Metro Manila Development Authority has officially kicked off the dry run of the single ticketing system in 7 cities in Metro Manila today. The pilot run for the new traffic scheme will be implemented in the cities of Manila, Quezon City, Parañaque, Muntinlupa, Caloocan, Valenzuela, and San Juan. This before the scheme is implemented in the entire National Capital Region on May 12. The single ticketing system seeks to consolidate fines for the top 20 most common traffic violations. Among them are illegal parking, driving without license, reckless driving, overspeeding, and illegal counterflow. Penalties will range from 500 pesos to 5,000 pesos. The MMDA says the new scheme aims to protect motorists from abusive and corrupt traffic officers in the metro.
Maiiwasan po ang pangungutong dahil as announced by our Chairman Attorney Artes, magpro-provide ang MMDA ng mga handheld devices sa mga traffic enforcers at body cameras para sa aming traffic enforcers. Makikita in real time ang pag-uusap ng motorista at enforcer at mawawala po ang opportunity para sa korupsyon.
The government eyes to repatriate more than 300 Filipinos from Sudan this week. Migrant workers under Secretary Hans Kakdak told 1PH that they continue to assist displaced Filipinos. He admitted, though, that securing flights for all of them remains a challenge.
We're talking of 340 people, so hindi lang isang upuan nito sa eroplano na pwedeng isingit o pwedeng sumingit. So we're talking of 340 people, so it's a bit of a chore, I should say, to get book seats, but we will overcome. We will get them seats until they come home, and the target, of course, is within this week.
Kakdak vowed to provide jobs for Filipino workers affected by the unrest in Sudan. He said they are now profiling their skill sets for possible jobs in other countries like Saudi Arabia.
When they get home, eto na yon, yung pag-uusap with the Saudi side, so that the Saudi side will open up and consider the job profiles that we are currently compiling and will turn over to them. And not just the Saudi side in that sense, because we will also, of course, Secretary Tusas also asked our teams back home to talk to the Philippine recruitment agencies there and possibly our own local employment agencies so that the proper jobs could be provided and livelihood.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. President Bongbong Marcos as Biden welcomed Marcos to the White House. Biden reaffirmed America's ironclad commitment to defend the Philippines, including in the South China Sea. The U.S. President tells Marcos that he agrees with the Philippine President's previous statement that the strong alliance between the two nations must evolve. For his part, President Marcos said that the relationship is essential, especially as the Philippines faces rising tensions with China at the South China Sea.
The United States also remains ironclad in our commitment to the defense of the Philippines, including the South China Sea, and we're going to continue to support the Philippines' military modernization.
Beyond that, there are also the geopolitical issues that have made the region where the Philippines is possibly, arguably, the most complicated geopolitical situation in the world right now.
Biden also vowed to deepen economic cooperation between the two countries. In line with that, the U.S. President says he will be sending a first-of-its-kind presidential trade and inviting additional power supply. Marcos, who currently sits as the Philippines Agriculture Chief, also held a meeting earlier with U.S. Department of Agriculture head Thomas Vilsack. The two agreed to establish a ministerial team to further cooperations in the agriculture sector. Though it was a productive day for Marcos, his visit to the U.S. has been marred by protests. Demonstrators say the Philippine president is not welcome in Washington. Pag-asa is monitoring a low-pressure area east of the country. Based on latest data from the State Weather Bureau, the LPA was spotted 490 kilometers east of Davao City. Pag-asa says the LPA is expected to bring cloudy skies and scattered rainstorms and possible thunderstorms in the entire Mindanao Island group and parts of Visayas. On the other hand, Luzon and the rest of the country can expect cloudy skies brought about by the easterlies.
Ang buong bahagi ng Mindanao, maging ang Central at Eastern Visayas ay makaranas ng mga kalat-kalat na pag-ulan, pagkidlat at pagkulog dulot yan ng LPA at ng ITCC. So muli po, pag-iingat para sa ating mga kababayan sa posibilidad ng mga pagbaha at pagguho ng lupa, lalong-lalo na yan sa mga low-lying areas, sa mga malapit sa ilog, sapa at sa mga bulubunduking lugar.
And that's it for this hour. I'm Diego Castro. Join us again at 11:15 a.m. We are One News. All sides, all the time.